Hey, what's up guys, Cajun here. I'm sorry for not recording for the last couple weeks. Trying to transition from one job to another, going through paperwork and everything. I did get asked by the comments. James Jenkins commented the last few days, like, if I was going to drive to New Orleans. That's going to happen. Maybe next week, probably. Also, good for James Jenkins to, keep up with the videos, because I'm surely not, because of everything's going on. But James, I'm glad you like them. Hopefully I can get to better videos soon, instead of driving around. I did get told that my videos are starting to get educational. That wasn't the intent, I guess. I basically tried to explain the area for people who haven't known of, like, Mandeville, Covington. A lot of people know New Orleans, but not any, like, North Shore wise. So I just kind of like gave a gist of what the area is. If I did sound too educational for it, I apologize. We are at 10 subscribers. They may not sound like a lot, but to me, it's somewhere. It's a good starting point, I guess. Better than 0. But yeah, so we're just gonna do the usual, ride around. Nowhere in particular, just out. As soon as people decide where they want to go. Before I started recording, which I should have done it 20 minutes before. I was at UPS for like 30 minutes, because my dad's in Florida for work and forgot his computer bag with his computer and everything. And I go drive over there to UPS to try and get it shipped to him. That was expensive. And he said never mind after 30 minutes on the phone with him. And so I was like, okay, I wasted 30 minutes in the store when I could have been doing something else. A little flashing on that school sign's a little delayed. I'm still a little sick from the last few days. Springtime hates me, and the allergies are just brutal. Kickstarts. I need a caffeine. But yeah, because even too, it's like, my friend Robert, we were gonna try and do like a tag team video type thing to get his channel going, but because he's in school and works 2 jobs and I don't, our schedules don't match up. I say a lot. I noticed that. But what are you gonna do when your mind just doesn't work? Nice motorcycle. But yeah. But anyway, back to before the recording. There was a guy, I was in the turn lane to get on 190 to come back over here. And he wedges in between my lane of traffic and the actual lane of traffic, like the turn lane and the straight lane. He wedges in between both of them and uses the straight lane as a turn lane, and then stayed in the middle on both lanes for a good mile before actually moving over. And I'm like, what are you doing? Come to find out, he's on the phone and not even looking at the road. He was like writing something while driving. And then I stopped at Walgreens to to get my kickstart and whatever. And car just rolls out in front of me as I'm walking across the parking lot, as if I wasn't even there, and stops in front of the store, and the driver gets out and goes into the store. I'm like, why? Almost ran over someone because of your impatientness, and then you park in front of the store and just go shopping. There's plenty of parking spaces, and you park there. Come on, stay on the road here. I'm starting to turn into everyone else. I go with the I have to learn to quit saying That's gonna be tough. There we go again. I'm sorry. I'm just going off on a tangent because I'm tired. So much is going on. And some of my friends last night, we were cracking up because this guy in Grand Theft Auto, I wish I recorded it, but I didn't. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. We're all having fun doing whatnot, and doing whatnot. Makes sense. He decided, okay, I'm gonna go after these guys. He goes after us, and we go after him. And he was dying more than he was killing us. Yeah. And so he starts taunting us, like texting us in the game and whatnot. And we're just like, really? Like, you're not even trying, and you just want us to just keep attacking you. Okay. And it was only him. It wasn't anyone else. And my kill streak against him was like 31-6 by the time it was over with. And finally I had enough. We had all gotten tired of fighting him for over an hour. And so we hauled off. We went off and did our own thing. He sends me another message and says, "Oh, why are you quitting? I was having so much fun." I'm like, "I'm not entertaining you anymore, sir. You can just go die." And I'm not one to get into politics, but he threw us into politics by calling me a Hillary supporter. I will not support Hillary Clinton at all. I won't support any of them, really. There's not one that I actually care for. And so he's calling me a Hillary supporter, and I called him a Rubio supporter. And he just like flips up on me. He was like, "Oh, I'm not a Rubio supporter." I said, "Well, you seem to sound like one, so why don't you shut your mouth before I shut it for you?" And he gets in his fighter jet and starts attacking us and whatever. And we're inside of a building. He can't get us. And we're just laughing at this. Well, finally one of my friends get off because she's tired. And me and my other friend, SoCal Asian Gamer, we kept going, like fighting him and whatnot. And he finally left after 2 hours in total. Yeah, it was like 2 hours. And he finally left. And we were just like, thank God. Because it was getting ridiculous by this point. Because no one else was going after us. It was just him. And there was like 1 or 2 people that were trying to attack us, but that didn't work, so they gave up. Figuring, oh, we're distracted by this guy, let's try and go get him. So that didn't work out for him. They gave up. This guy kept going, and I guess he finally just gave up. He's like, "I'm not winning this." Da 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 da. So he left. Then we did nothing for like 20 more minutes, and he finally got off. This up here is the dumbest thing I think the city developers could have ever done. They added a roundabout a couple years ago, to this intersection. I don't know why. It's so stupid. They're like, oh, it's supposed to ease with traffic. Yeah, but nobody knows how to operate a roundabout over here. Half the time they do, which is surprising. We're kind of maneuvering towards Slidell. I got friends that live in Slidell. Lots of friends, actually. And whenever we get there, because this car is driving so slow. Dodge over there. I could have taken the interstate, but there's construction like you wouldn't believe, and plus my camera vibrates like crazy on the interstate, and so the video quality would not have been very good at all driving down the interstate at 70 miles an hour. So that's why we're taking 190 and not the interstate. But this video is probably going to be longer, because by the time I get to Slidell, this will probably be like almost a little over 20 minutes. But not anything special for 10 subscribers, but I'm pretty sure if we got to a bigger number, we'll do something better. But I just wanted to hurry and get another video out of the way, because I kept getting asked, like, what's the deal, what's going on, type thing, why I haven't recorded in a couple weeks. Well, now you know. There's some really nice cars up here on the left, especially that old one. Well, one of the old ones. A lot of Volkswagen. But yeah. One day I was recording and I looked back. Well, I was testing out the camera on the mount and everything, and this car behind me is laughing her butt off because she's watching me record, like test out the recording on my camera, and they're like laughing at me. I'm like, shut up. You have nothing else better to do with your life, ma'am. And even too, which dangerous to do, is watching YouTube videos while you're driving down the road because of where my camera is. And I'm watching YouTube videos. There's kids behind me in their car watching my phone while I'm watching YouTube videos. So they're watching what we're watching, and their parents are just shaking their head. And I'm laughing at this. It's like, y'all need to try do something else. Like, let me do what I do. It's already almost 15 minutes in, and we're still not in Slidell. We're almost there. Almost. Almost is the word there. You can quote me on that. I think. I don't even know anymore. It's just been straight line all the way. But they're, I'm not putting that there. They're building a new mall in Slidell, right off the interstate. It looks really nice. It's very spread out. And Robert and I went over there one day to do something, and they had a Red Robin, and he's like freaking out because I guess he likes Red Robin a lot. He never really told me, so I was like, okay, we'll go there sometime. But yeah, and there's a middle school right here. Where is it? Oh, it's an elementary school. It seems like it's in the middle of nowhere, but kind of is. It seems like getting there. Probably have like another 2 miles or so before Slidell. Kind of hard to judge when you're not looking at interstate signs. But even some of my friends in Lafayette, they're like I was Skyping them the other day, and they go, well, when you coming back over here? I'm like, I don't know. You know, because it's like free time. They're in school, I'm not, but I have to work. Type thing. So, it's all about planning. I think it's farther up here. There's a gas station that isn't open, but they left the gas station lights on for the sign. So they're basically advertising gas at $7.77. So if y'all see that, that's not what gas prices are here. I swear they're not. But no, they're working on it. They're trying to renovate it, I think, or tear it down, whichever one. Or tear it down and then renovate it, build a new one. Yeah, I think after this light is light up. I don't know if that picked that up. Y'all probably didn't hear it. The car that went by, like towing that little trailer, I heard this really loud squeal. Well, I thought it was loud. Went by. I don't know if you guys heard it. But that was weird. I think it's up here. Either that or we passed it. I didn't realize it. No, it's not that one. I think it's the next one. Yeah, $1.55 is pretty much right around what gas prices are over here. Fruit stands out. Yeah, we must have passed the gas station. But we are now in Slidell. Ish. Yeah. I'm just gonna cruise around a bit, maybe a few more minutes. They closed down Best Buy over here and they moved it. I think they moved it. Yeah, they moved it. I'm trying to remember. I literally was just over here like last week, and I don't remember anything. Let's see. It's the center of town, where all the traffic is at. Kinda. I'm starting to ramble at this point. I got everything I wanted to say out of the way already. Now I'm just gonna ramble, and I'm sure you guys are just going, "Oh my God, you had to ramble, didn't you? Like, just end it." Sheriff's deputies. That's another thing. The whole police issue. Is like nobody likes the police because of all the recent events. And, like, I will just say flat out, I did do law enforcement for a year and a half. I loved it. I loved being a police officer. But everybody was, like, I got so much shit from people saying like, "Oh, I can't believe you're a cop, da 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 da. You take the fun out of everything because of what you do." I'm like, that's my job. To basically follow, like, enforce the law. You have to follow it. Granted, I don't follow a lot of the laws, but I still did my job. Like, even civilian-wise. Like, if I was at work and some of my friends weren't doing anything, they'd come with me. Patrol the university and everything, and, like, I basically educated the public, in a way. Because all the students were the main ones giving me the biggest bullshit. And oh, there's the gas station. Well, now it's saying 77, and diesel's $10. But the students were the ones giving me the biggest grief, and I basically educated them and got them to shut up. And I'm like, if it had worked so easily for college students, imagine how well it would work for the general public. Because my time in law enforcement was basically right around the whole Michael Brown case and the whole "I can't breathe" thing. That was another one that angered me. I wouldn't say it pissed me off, because there's a lot of stuff recently that's pissed me off concerning the police and everything. But the whole Black Lives Matter, that just needs to stop. That's ridiculous beyond any point. Like, I'm sure you guys have known, kept up with the media and whatever, that basically the Black Lives Matter movement wants all of the white public to apologize for something that happened right around during the 1800s, like slaves and everything. We're not living in that era anymore. Why are we still going over this? Like, it's done. You can't etch that out of history. And what a lot of people don't realize, and history books teachers won't tell you in history classes or whatnot, is that yes, there were slaves in the South, but think about how many more there were in the North at the time of the Civil War. And there were actually, according to a historian, I don't remember his name, this was months ago, but a historian was saying how there were more white slaves than there were black slaves. Because like, I think Irish people were getting captured and stuff for, like, war. Prisoners were being used as slaves and stuff, I think, if I remember the video right. But that kind of just blows my mind how there's still that group who think police officers should just drop dead because they say so. And we should just live in a nation without a police force. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I even had a college student, like, do the whole, fuck the police thing for a couple weeks. And me and another officer were, like, questioning him, like, why do you say these things, like, stuff like that. And he's like, because y'all don't matter to us. It's like, oh, really? We don't matter to you. I said, okay, so the next time something gets stolen from you, or you get, like, something happens to you, I said, don't call the police. You can call the paramedics, you can call the fire department, you can call your mom, but we're not coming to help you. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, we get a call. A dorm room got broken into. And sure enough, it was that kid who was saying all the things that he was saying. And I looked at him dead in the eye. And I said, "What did I tell you about not calling us because of the things you said?" And he tried to play all innocent and say, "But y'all are the police, you're supposed to help me." I said, "Not after the things that you've said. Why should we help you?" Because we're not going to waste our time because you decided that you wanted to be all big and badass, but then turn right around and ask for help when it's needed. I said, that's all you ever needed us for. You hate us until you need us. Is basically what a lot of these people are following under. They hate the police, but they need them when they need them. And we're always going to be there for them. There's no reason why the police shouldn't do their job. Because they have to do their job. Even like my sister, who lives in Mobile, they had a person try and break into their house while they were at home. And it scared my sister because she was the only one awake. But the dude was trying to break in the front door, but he couldn't get through the door, so he's trying to figure out every which way to get in this house. So I told my sister, I said, call the police. And she did what everyone would say. Oh, these cops over here don't do anything. They'll just show up and say there's nothing and they leave. I said, that doesn't matter. They're doing their job. Call the police. And so she did. And the cops show up. They left 2 officers in that neighborhood overnight because that guy was still out trying to break into houses. And they called and checked up on her every once in a while. And I said, and I even asked her, I said, so what was that you said about cops not doing anything? I said, you're lucky that I even told you. You should be glad that I even told you to call the police. I shouldn't have even had to tell her to call the police. She should have already had that 911 dialed. But she wanted to be ignorant that day. Because, like, some cops try and do their job leniently, which they shouldn't. They get complacent. Complacency is what kills police officers most of the time. Because, like, oh, I follow the same patrol path every day. Shouldn't. Because I don't even drive the same way every day. Because let's say, for example, hypothetically, you're driving down the road and somebody pulls up in a car next to you and starts shooting at you. And you're wondering, why are they shooting at me out of the blue? Well, then you realize you're a police officer and it was an ambush on you. And you still continue to take the same path every day, so it's probably going to happen again. And so instead of going the same way, plan different routes, because people are monitoring that. People are watching what you do, no matter what. And like, there's 4 different ways to get to my house. I'll take every. Sorry guys, phone rang. But 4 ways to my house. I take 4 different ways each time. And because people will, you may not think about it, but people will see what vehicle you drive and remember it, if that makes sense. They keep tabs by time, like people will sit on the side of the road and watch a car go by. And basically like draw up details of your schedule. That's what I was taught. And because I have actually had a car follow me once, and it was a bit creepy, but I still managed to get away. So it's kind of things like that where you have to be careful. I don't even know if the second half of the video will even make it in the recording because my phone rang at a ridiculous time. So, this has been story time with Cajun, I guess. Going off on weird little tangents. But hope you guys enjoyed. And hope y'all have a great one.